managing engagement with communication skills. After completing this topic, you should be able to identify methods to collect feedback that you can use for managing stakeholder engagement. The managed stakeholder engagement process is performed using 5 different tools and techniques: expert judgment, communication skills, interpersonal and team skills, ground rules, and meetings. So in this topic, we are going to focus on communication skills. In the context of managing stakeholder engagement, communication skills refer to the methods that you use to collect feedback from stakeholders in order to understand if they are engaged in the project. Communication methods are the delivery mechanisms for communicating with each stakeholder in specific situations. It is important to understand the different categories of communication methods in order to understand the methods that work best for collecting feedback. The communication methods that a project manager uses will vary depending on the preference of the stakeholder and on the urgency and importance of the message. There are many specific communication methods, but they can be broadly categorized as either push, pull, or interactive methods. To determine which form of communication is most appropriate in a given situation, the project manager must balance the purpose of the communication with the requirements of the intended recipients. Push communication is one-way stream of information from sender to recipient. Push communication should be used when the information doesn't require an immediate response and the communication isn't urgent, confidential, or sensitive in nature. It's useful to import targeted, specific, or explicit knowledge, such as that in progress reports, updates, meeting minutes, memos, faxes, and media releases. An advantage of push communication is that it is timely and easy to use. A disadvantage is that while you can confirm your message was sent, you can't confirm that it was read and understood by your stakeholders. Pull communication is also a one-way information stream. Pull methods provide access to information, but the onus is on the receiver to retrieve it. This can include accessing information through websites. An advantage of pull communication is that stakeholders can access information they want at their own discretion. But this also means that pull communication isn't the best method for communicating urgent messages. Communication can react and respond to each other in real time. Interactive communication is appropriate when an immediate response is required and when information is sensitive or likely to be misinterpreted. It is also beneficial for brainstorming, feedback, and creative collaboration. So now that you are aware of the types of communication methods, which one do you think is most useful for managing stakeholder engagement? Well, if you said interactive communications, you are absolutely right. While push and pull methods are great for communication about other aspects of your project, in order to effectively manage stakeholder engagement, you need to collect feedback from your stakeholders, which requires interactive methods. There are many different interactive communication methods that you can use to collect feedback, but common ones include having conversations, which can be either formal or informal. Having open discussions about any relevant issues, including identifying issues, having meetings, reporting progress, which includes you reporting progress to stakeholders or vice versa, and surveys, in which you can survey stakeholders for feedback about their engagement with a project.